So I'm listening regarding the upcoming 2026 World Cup, the FIFA World Cup. That talking about how many people aren't getting the visas who are actually there as officials or players or coaching staff or whoever. Um, and then they're complaining about ICE being in attendance at the stadiums for the upcoming, because that was announced that they were going to be there. What they don't realise actually is ice being there is going to be a good idea. And here's the one reason why I think it's a good idea. The fans tend to get a bit angry when they don't get a decision that went their way, or they lost a match and they're out, or they've had too much of a special kind of lemonade, shall we say. And then they get a bit disorderly because they have no self control. I dare say they had no self control prior to getting too many of the sherbet, or like the drinks in them, and then they get all very violent, very disorderly, very incoherent, very sort of tetchy, and then they start getting all sort of offended, and then they express that, and they do so often in front of police, who are going to tell them, pull yourself together, otherwise we'll feel your collar and you'll be in a police cell, and then ICE can step in as well and say, and not only that, well, after you've done his sentence that the judges deemed fit for you to serve, we'll take you to the plane and then escort you out of the country and make sure that you never come back. And then that'll be on your passport, because most countries now do biometric passports. So that'll actually bode well for you when you want to enter another country, even if it's not America. They'll be asking what happened in America that got you kicked out. Um, so really, ICE is a good thing, given that violence often follows football, which Americans, by the way, call soccer wrongly. Because let's face it, American football, they don't tend to use their feet other than for running. Um, Whereas football, they kick it all the time. Um, but that's a by the by. But listen, I think ICE being at the World Cup stadiums in America um, is a good thing, and it should be the case when every international tournament there should be the relevant bodies for each country that is the same as ICE in their own countries in this in this fashion. I think it should be, and say, look, zero tolerance, and if it's consistently done, some of these fans might think, you know what, I don't like getting kicked out, so I better behave myself, you know, and they might realise there's consequences to their behaviour, rather than just saying, oh yeah, sorry, it's okay, he was drunk. Like, someone forced them to be drunk. Let's just say accountability is important, people. And it's double accountability, in my opinion, when you're actually not in your home country. If you're going to behave yourself, you're going to be respected. If you're going to get pissed, get incoherent, and then get all shouty, fighty, abusive, then the relevant countries that you're doing that in should be able to rightly so pull you up, put you in a police cell, and have a judge deem what is the most appropriate sentence, and then automatically, without even the need of a judge, you're kicked out of that country. And that's not just in America. That's not just in the UK. I think every single country, when you're being like that, should not only pull you up about it, but also say you mess about, we'll kick you out. You know, simple as zero tolerance. And then maybe if they realise there's a zero tolerance attitude, then they'll just say, right, I can't just do what I want to do, you know, and I have to grow up and be an adult, you know. So yeah, that's my fault. I think ICE should be at these stadiums in America whilst this tournament's on, and I don't care if people complain. I think personally, if you're gonna, you know, if you're gonna fuck around, you're gonna find out. That should always be the policy. Behave yourself, all's good. Fuck around, find out.